let's go ahead and build out a reference architecture. This is just a sample. A real reference architecture would need more input from the consumer, but let's just look what a standard one. This is just a standard data analytical environment that supports Hadoop and Hortonworks. So the first thing we're going to start with are top-of-rack switches. We want to make sure that these are in redundant pairs, and please see other videos related to more specific details around all of these components in this rack. The second thing is we want to add a management nodes. Now you can do it with one. Strongly suggest that this again be a redundant environment. Everything should be redundant, as well as your name node and job tracker nodes, which we're building out here, redundant. These are all part of the Hadoop ecosystem to make Hadoop run. And then, of course, to deliver the workload, we have worker nodes. Now we can continue to add additional worker nodes, and there are scaling parameters or rules that we have to comply with. Some of the key components you want to make sure you have on all of your servers, as well as your top-of-rack switches within this environment. You want to make sure you have redundancy in your network cards and your power supplies. Now, and of course the top-of-rack switches. Now, some data analytics environments would have you believe that a node is just, replaceable. You can pull it out, put another one in, and that is absolutely true. But the cost to go between a single power supply and a dual power supply is nominal. And so strongly suggest you do redundant network cards as well as power supplies. The worker nodes are configured with 96 gigs of RAM. Data analytics loves RAM, 30 terabyte drives, but there's several studies that actually show that a little slower spinning disk is going to save you some money, and the higher spinning disk really does not make that much of a difference when it comes to the performance of a data analytical machine. So here, save yourself a few bucks, go with the 7.2K drive instead of the 15K drive, for example. And then this reference architecture is built using Hadoop and Hortonworks with a Red Hat Enterprise Linux infrastructure behind it. And of course, these are all HP servers in this example, and so we're using the Insight cluster management software as well on those nodes. So that is a reference architecture, very brief reference architecture for data analytics.